I'm out for a ride today. I've just done just over 20 miles. Thought I was going to do longer today, but I think I'm going to turn around and head back. 40-mile day is pretty much my limit at the moment. My fitness is improving though, because I haven't used much battery today. I've just come up this hill, which is at the steepest so far of today's journey, and I did need to go up into normal mode on this E6100 from Shimano. I haven't checked my notes here because I've got a lousy memory. So someone asked me about the Welshman, one of my subscribers, hello, asked me about the pedal assist systems here. So I thought I'd go through and explain why I went for a pedal assist option on this ICE Trike. So the biggest reason was that my wife and I had been on a cycling trip to Bath, and I noticed that I was pedaling like fury to get up the hills, and she was basically just dawdling along behind me. This was on KMX Kart's Cobra, which is a heavy trike but quick as well actually. But I decided to go for a recumbent bicycle instead, bicycle as in two, but I bought one and it was a beautiful bike, beautiful piece of machinery, but I couldn't balance on it. I've got a terrible sense of balance, and the guy I sold it to came for a ride, to test ride, and he was up and running within minutes, having never ridden one before. So it's definitely me, just not cut out for it. So let's have a talk about this Shimano E6100 system that I have on my trike. The E6100 is the EU option. The Americans are lucky in that they get the let's just swap the camera around. So yeah, the Americans get the 8100, I believe, which has a top speed of around 30 miles an hour. And there's a car coming. Let's just wait until he's gone past before I carry on rabbiting. So yeah, the E6100 is limited to 50. Get your words out. The E6100 is limited to 15.5 miles an hour assist. So this is what it looks like on the front here. So you go up here. This is the motor, and the battery is hidden underneath my pannier. There we go. This is, let me just check the size rating. So the battery is, so the battery size I have is a 504 watt hour version. This battery costs by itself £490. They're not cheap. So there is a larger option available, 630 watt hour, but that's nearly £600, so it's about $830. So mileage is difficult to kind of pinpoint because I don't use it all the time. It is just there to assist me. I want to get fit. I want to, build up some strength and endurance. So yeah, it's difficult to say. On a long trip that I took a few weeks ago, 135 miles, I used about 1.5 charges throughout that time, so probably 1500 watt hours. It's only a rough guess though, because I didn't discharge completely before recharging. So yeah, on a 40-mile long hilly day that I did, I used over 60% of my battery. So other days was virtually nothing because it was flat. So you've got to weigh up whether you're willing to carry that extra weight. But weight, I think, is something that too much thought goes into for long distance riding. Doesn't actually make that much difference from the research that I've been looking into. So the question is, why does it still feel like I'm cheating? I've got pedal assist. Every time I see a road cyclist, I think that I'm cheating, and I probably am, to be honest. But you know, I'm out here. It's a pretty grey and miserable day. I'm doing some exercise. It gets me out of the gym, doing something a little bit different. I do love it, but yeah, I still feel like I'm cheating. But you know, the option's always there to take it off. If I was ever to do a long bike ride somewhere far from home, I think you have to reduce the complexity of your machine. You don't want something going wrong with that can't be repaired by yourself or by just a bike mechanic that you stumble across on your journey. So there is the option there to remove it. So yeah, we'll see. It's good for the moment. I still feel like I'm cheating, but I still use it. Cheers. Okay, so here's the controller that I should probably explain. Press the power button, switch it on. Hopefully you should be able to make out everything here. So it's actually a lot clearer to see. It doesn't help, it's my green t-shirt, isn't it? Let me move it that way. Anyway, I'll just forge ahead thinking that you can actually see what I'm talking about. So here's my current trip meter telling me I've done 20.2 miles. I'm in manual mode. There is an auto mode, but that requires a roll-off type gear box in the rear wheel. Currently it's switched off, so in this mode I'm getting no assist whatsoever. Current speed 0, state of battery charge up here, you can see that I'm fully charged. So I've done 20 miles plus 15 miles from a previous journey on this battery charge, and so still haven't used any yet. You can see it's 5 bars, so 20% per bar. We've got the clock and you've got the lights as well, so you've got a button here where you can switch the lights. These Bush and Muller lights that are wired into the battery, front and rear. Very good. Don't have to worry about charging those up as long as you've got battery charge. So you've got these buttons here to control the amount of assist. So if I push this one here, I'm going into eco mode. I hope you can see that, which is the most common one I use. It just gives you that little bit of extra boost. You've got normal and high. So back to off, and here, this black button here, you can go through and see the odometer. You see that I've done 1,300 miles. Hope you can see that anyway. What else does it tell you? It tells you the guesstimated range, which is not showing me anything at the moment. Not quite sure why. Press the button again and it gives you this list of guesstimates for range. So in high you get 43 miles, norm you could get 60 miles, and eco 87 miles. I think you have to take those with a pinch of salt, but yeah. So 2 hours and 15 minutes, that's about right for what I've been riding today since I reset the odometer. And average speed of 9 miles an hour. You can tell that I'm very slow. Need to get that up, actually. Need to work on that. Max speed for this trip 28.5 miles an hour. Obviously going downhill with the wind behind me. Cadence, don't have a cadence or power meter on this, so that's it. Really useful.